All right, y'all. So I'm getting ready to give my thoughts on how I feel about men that are in the music industry that are finally being exposed and being held accountable for their actions. First and foremost, I feel so happy and so grateful that it's coming to light that people are starting to realize that a lot of these men that hold a lot of power in the music industry or in entertainment, or they just have a great position title, whether it be a lucrative manager, a great A&R, whatever your position is, if you have some type of power to help somebody potentially elevate to the next level, you have some type of power. And what people fail to realize is it's not just people like the big ones that they're getting right now. It's also managers, it's A&Rs, it's videographers, photographers, managers. There's all type of people that are just terrible people in the music industry. And this is why a lot of people are not in the music industry. Like the most talented people, y'all be like, dang, they sleep on you. Ain't nobody sleep on them. They just not sleeping with people to get where they need to be famous. They're not willing to let people get over on them. Me personally, I can give y'all some of my experiences that I've had with people, and I'll never like say names and stuff like that, but I have a right to like, express my experience. So I'll tell y'all, like, I've had multiple bad experiences with managers, like managers, like if you are an artist genuinely and truly, if you don't have a lot to manage, there's no sense in you having a manager, because managers, for one, are not necessary, to keep it short and sweet. But one of my first managers that I had never really had my best interest at heart. So it started off as like a person wanting to work with you, being referred and all that. And then you go in a situation with high hopes, like, okay, this is going to be great. Okay, manager, they're going to help me set up shows. They're going to do this, and that. And all along, they'll say things like, I want to see you win, but you also fine too. And a person know that you're vulnerable and want to see how far you're willing to take it in order for you to help them. And I was never willing to take it far. So immediately after that, I became irrelevant. And what my first manager had told me was that I needed to be grateful that I even made it to where I am in life. And that was back in the day. Like, I hadn't even done anything yet. He told me that he never seen me being a star. Mind you, I am one of the top creators. My content's rising. I've been hit 1 million followers years ago. Like, I make money, passive income off of my dreams and everything. And what he told me was that I just needed to be grateful for the experience that I had. Ultimately, because I was not attracted to him. Like, me being older woman now, and I'm not old, but I'm more mature, I realized what that was. These guys don't really have your best interest at heart. As soon as you don't want to sleep with them, or they don't see that they can gain anything from you in that way, they're done with you. So that was like my first experience. And I gotta say, that hurt my feelings. Like, I used to hear that in my head. And I still to this day think about that. Like, I can't believe somebody would say something like that to somebody so talented and somebody so ambitious and that really wanted it. Like, I almost shed a tear over that when he said that to me. Like, you need to just be grateful for what you got. Because, no, you're not going to be a star. Like, hey, for real? Years later, I done filmed 2 TV shows this year. That's that on that. So, after that, I had another experience with a investor who wanted to spend money on my brand, and he definitely helped a lot of other people. I met him through a big celebrity that was actually a cast member on Love and Hip Hop. Met him through him, so I was like, okay, I trust his word. He just told me pretty much he wanted to invest some money into me. He told me about the important parties that he can have me in and the right people so I can make the right connections. So of course, me being ambitious and wanting to network, it's not about the talent you have, it's about who you know. So I'm like, great. So I'm in Atlanta. This man was like, you didn't really think that I wanted you like that. You didn't really think that I wanted to work with you. We finna be together. And then he told me that he wanted to sleep with me. He was like, well, pretty much, you didn't give me what if you give me what I want, I can give you what you want, and I have $20,000 to invest into your career. Pretty much, if I would have slept with him, he would have helped me. Of course, I said no. I was completely blown away. So I had another experience with a person that was a manager who wanted to manage my brand. He managed other celebrities and stuff that are like reality stars. I'm like, okay, this could be good. Boom. And this was years after all that happened, and I finally was like, let me work with somebody. So the man takes me on a press run. Everything looks good. Like, y'all, he proving himself to me. Like, okay, this is what I can do. He taking me to DJ mixers and everything. And then he start talking about, like, I would date you. You know, like, the conversation just starts going completely left. I would date you. Oh, I would date you, you know. I would date you and this and this and that. Like, what do you mean? Like, pretty much talking about my image, how people see me and stuff, talking about how he want to date me. So I'm like, okay. He start doing little flirtatious stuff. Like, oh, this man don't want to work with me. He want to sleep with me. This was the last straw when I knew it was unprofessional. When I was sitting down, he helped me zip. He was like, oh, let me help you zip up your shoe. So then he put his hand up my leg and, like, bit down on his lip, like, and tried to see how far back my leg could go, like. And I'm like, did this man just, did he just grope me? Like, but it wasn't anywhere up here. It was just on my leg. Like, he just wanted to let me know, you know, that's what it was. So immediately, once I did not want to sleep with him, he was completely done with me. But he ended up inboxing me years later saying he was proud of me and all that. And I'm just like, that's crazy. But I just want to let y'all know that when y'all see us artists that are not like, we known, but we ain't all the way up there, it's because we're not scamming. We're not sleeping with people. We're not doing bad things to people. We're not selling out. You know what I'm saying? I would rather the community that I have and that loves me, the people that love me for my music career love me, than to feel like I got to get on my hands and knees or my back in order to make something of myself. It's not for me if I have to do that. But another thing a lot of people don't talk about, like the next group of people that everybody need to get is like the managers that are scammers and stuff like that. Like, but that's like, you know, you just have to be smart. That's just how the entertainment business go. But all in all, I'm very proud of Cassie for speaking up. I'm very proud of every woman who speak up, you know, to let people know, like, this is wrong. And I can attest for being in the music industry how much it will depress you and how disrespectful people are. Like, y'all don't understand the things that people have said and done. You know, talking about, like, before I was an artist, like, I felt phenomenal about myself. But then when I got into music industry and I started realizing, like, nobody has your best interest. They only want to sleep with you. It was just like, my confidence just went down. And then as you start dealing with people, they start telling you you're not beautiful. And then you start questioning yourself. Like, that's another thing that people don't know, the mental health that comes with being a musician. You just want to feel beautiful, so you do certain and stupid things, or people say things to you. Y'all don't understand how many times I was called ugly before I blew up. Like, how many people, like, to y'all, a lot of people, I get compliments every day when I walk out online in real life. People just stop me and be like, you are so beautiful. And sometimes it's hard for me to take it in because of what I've dealt with in the music industry, like about how people try to talk about my looks and stuff. Like, to the music industry, I'm nothing, but in real life, to my fans and the community that love me, I mean something. And that's why I tend more to people like that. And I hope that this speech can help other artists that's coming up, just to know that if you are in the music industry or you're in the entertainment business, this is just what people do. You know, you can't take it personal. Your beauty starts within. Your worth starts within, and how you move after that. Not what some man who holds some type of power says, you know. And I let that affect me. And that's why I feel like in my music career, like, I was doing like this and then it went like this, because I had just felt like I got my spirit crushed with all those men wanting to sleep with me. And that's not even the only story. I got way more stories than that. But with all the men only wanting to sleep with me, nobody wanting to help me, managers trying to get over on me, just really shot down my confidence, like, just completely. And I just want to let people know to keep their head up. Worry about your community and the people that you building. These days with my career, I have almost 200,000 people on my YouTube channel. I got almost 400,000 people on Instagram, almost 2 million people on Facebook. I tend to those people. I feed those people. Those are the people that matter. Those are the people that matter. I booked my own gigs. I was able to do TV this year because of myself. You have the power in your hands to be successful. It's all about what you're willing to say, I'm okay with. Hashtag. I hope that helps somebody today. And to my beautiful ladies out there, you deserve to be heard. You deserve to be respected as an entertainer. Mwah. Mama Brown.